All right, good morning. So, stuff moving into this week is I'm going to be waiting closer to the open. Pre-market, if it's below VWAP, I will not be trading it. I just don't. Training the breakthrough VWAP can be again added into some later practice, right? But focusing on now being able to adjust my order window with hotkeys for larger share size, right? I'll take larger share size positions for more dialed in entries and then use the hotkeys for quicker off the lows, buying off. So I use the hotkeys here, or the order window here for the 1,000 shares, right? But then I still had the hotkey here for 100 shares to add for the breakout, which didn't work. So immediately sold. And then a huge false breakout, right? Bing, boom, which looks nasty on the 5-minute. So it's still I'm green, right? Missed these trades because I wasn't. I'm not aiming to trade that early. I'm gonna be waiting closer to the open, and then when a stock hits the high day Momo scanner, and it's a low volume, I'll leave that for the professionals. Because, that it's hard, but there's no reason for me. Right, risk reward. Right, you can make a lot of money on those, like, because they move fast when they're thin, and then they work out, and there's news, and all, the stars align, right? But when it's thin and then somehow it doesn't work out, you get smacked. That's no reason for me to get smacked. So moving more into the gap and go setup, waiting for the market to open, waiting for more setups along that. Yes, I am trading a gap and go setup pre-market, looking for entries, which is a good thing, but I want more. I'm gonna wait for the market to open. Like, yeah, if there's an opportunity, I'll trade it pre-market, but I am aiming to wait and save my buying power as long as possible for either a red to green at the market open, or an actual break of the pre-market break of the pre-market pivot, and or break of the pre-market high after that. However it ends up setting up, right? That's whole dollar, half dollar breakouts through those ranges after the market's open, focusing on the leading gapper. And if there's nothing, I will be sitting here 100%. No boredom trades, no more practice. I got my hotkeys good. I got the hotkeys working. I got the order entry window working. I increased my emotional conditioning through going up in higher share size. So now taking the medium size share size is almost it's what's the word? It's still fine. So I have this. So now I can jump in with hotkeys 100, 200, 300, or adjust my order entry window and then have it at a higher share size. So for actual pullback setups, I can take bigger share size and then be able to exit quickly. And then allowing some to ride, so I could use the hotkeys to potentially add into continuation without messing up my average cost. So that is the training. That's what is going down. And then obviously still improving on those areas. So adjusting the order window, adjusting the price with the hotkeys, practicing the muscle memory, still looking at when the next 1 minute candle will open, when will the next 5 minute candle open. Looking for patterns. If I miss them, calling them out, rewatching. Repetition. It's the grind time all through winter. It's been a slow market, but this is when you can hone in some skills. So when the market does pick back up, I am ready for it this time, right? I missed all of the GameStop because I was still struggling. It's not like I'm going to beat myself up, but day trading is really hard. I mean, there's a lot of emotion with, it's your money, right? It's financial. Like I said, financial loss is like an invisible cut. The deeper, hopefully you don't, blow your arm off multiple times in the adventure, but I guarantee, if you're a day trader and you haven't pulled up an account, good for you. Good for you. That's beautiful. It was, emotional conditioning. But yeah, skills going forward are going to be still focusing on speed, taking profit quickly, also leaving some on the table to ride, giving me opportunities to add with the hotkeys, and avoiding backside still. Obviously, I'm just going to avoid all backside. There's no point. Why do I want the curl? I should have been there for the start. Right? I got this thing. It says, it's kind of a weird, I need a better mouse pad, but it's a bunch of, okay, lost my train of thought. It's a bunch of oven mitts, right? One of them says, "My kitchen was clean last week. Sorry you missed it." I have it here for the sorry you missed it part. Sorry you missed it, right? And it's a red thing. So it's almost like, and I got a little deer in there, but the deer's for the mouse pad on my other laptop. Or not mouse pad, but wrist pad. Yeah, I like the sorry you missed it. But, yep, and it is time to sit. I have nothing that I'm really wanting to trade into the open, which is crazy. I mean, it's fine. The biggest, being quick is one side of the training, but sitting and being prepared and ready is another side of the training. I have to but being prepared and not taking every trade. I don't only the highest of what I feel in my realm. Yeah, so be taking this practice into this week and it'll be good. Alright, I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Yeah, as I'm doing the videos and working on recording, I'm also working on day trading. I'm gonna be working on posture too. It's kind of good with this mic because it gives me I should keep my chin above it, look down. It's given at least an attempt at not accordioning. Right, and then I look up and I mess my whole neck up. It's not going to be ideal in 5 years. I don't want to carry that forward in 5 years. I tell you that right now. All right. 3.5 minutes to the market open. I hung out. I've been here since 6 a.m. But I'm not going to turn the video on until closer till now. You know, 9:15. At least for now. Because I want to be trading from 9:30 till 11 now. Doing the whole day, showing up every day, sitting here for the whole day, observing, and having the patience to not trade all the time, right? The impulsivity, but then trading in areas where I think I can make money. That is day in, day out, and then watching myself sit here is actually doubling up on the waiting XP because I have to watch myself wait. The only way you build patience is being patient. Oh goodness. I'm being called by a scam likely. Forget about it. Forget about it. feeling pretty good about today. I'm gonna ask my buddy to loop what he has for the lo-fi, and then I'll go from there. And because it was really good, and I want to listen to it. So that's what I will do today. Have him loop it, and then he can continue to work on it. No way, it's not right. Like this whole video series hasn't been about perfection. It's about imperfect, or what? I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Something in my eye. Imperfect perfection. I guess it's imperfect progress. I don't care about perfection. Switching my perfectionist self to be thinking like that, right? That way I can work towards my goal. So at the market open, I'm literally hands off. This reverse, red to green, pre-market pivot. I don't know how I typed that. Well, $50. Well, could have held that for a little longer, I suppose. But it was just... red to green. Go through VWAP. But yeah, that's the idea, right? Red to green. Break back above VWAP. Forget the VWAP break. Wait for the retest. Through the pre-market highs. Yeah, so... forget the VWAP. I mean, they work, and good for anyone that gets it. But if I got the dip off 46 and then sold at VWAP, still great trade. Yeah, and then rejection off VWAP. I just... not today. So my entry would have worked pretty well. Right when it started to stair step. Just buying it as it broke the level. Thinking of a red to green. I am hungry today. Like, really hungry. Really hungry. Forget about it. Forget about it. Oh, I can't wait for a faster market. And better skill. I always forget that. I keep wishing for better skill, and I am getting it, right? day after day after day after day, repeating what I did yesterday, not in a sense of repeating mistakes, not even mistakes, repeating lessons. Sometimes you don't want to watch the same lesson over and over again. I don't know. I've done it tons of times. But rewatching is allowing me to remember, add to the list of reasons why I don't do certain things. Can I add experience in those areas? Yes. And that's what I think I am. That's what I know I'm doing. But trading, better setups, and getting better at my timing has been all around beneficial. You can work on the skill every day, right? I'm blessed to be able to. You know? Sure, is it going to be awesome when I'm making a bunch of money and I get to record it and see it and watch the stuff? But that'll just make me appreciate all the hard work, all the lessons, all the emotional, invisible emotional things that I had to overcome when nobody in my general area, my general group understands. It's not that I'm mad that they don't understand. It's just like it's day trading. I have a community that I hang out with, but I don't. Can't just. I'm not a typer. I don't type out a bunch of things. It takes. I'd rather just talk about it, which is why I'm thinking I like the videos a lot, because it's allowing me just to talk through a lot of different things, and then I can re-listen. Am I hanging out with myself? Sure. But at the end of the day, if you're not your best friend, right? If you're not the person that you love, right? How can there really be, at the end of the day, you still sleep alone with your thoughts. Okay, check this out. Does it go through the View app? Oh. I just lost internet. I wonder what that does for the video. It's still recording, right? So I guess even when I do lose internet, it's still technically recording. Yep, there was the connection lost. Delayed data. I don't understand why it's internet's chopping in and out. I gotta get a direct line, or must wait. I must wait. Double top at 57. Must wait. Does it go? Yep, it goes. Okay, well, that's okay. That is fine. Now I wait for a retest. I might. Okay. So my internet just cut out again. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of that. I don't know. That's crazy. What is going on with this internet cable? There it goes again. Dropped internet. Dropped internet. And it should be. I don't get it. It's still recording. My internet's still down. That's crazy. Now it just came back on. What is happening? That's where it's like, well, yeah, I'm not gonna trade. It's in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. That's what is going on. It's like it's my Ethernet. There's like. I mean, I might have to go reset my internet. At least the video still records, and I can see when I lose internet. My phone is logged in, but it wouldn't have been. I don't understand. It should auto switch to my Wi-Fi when I. Which I don't understand why my internet's choppy in the first place. Like if I bump this cable, I drop internet. So it's like this is an issue. I don't understand the issue. I'll wait to see if it drops internet. You know, thankfully I was able to get out. It doesn't show where I got out there, but I exited 1 penny under my entry. That's interesting. It's cool that it obviously it's just recording my screen, right? It's not that that's a risk of day trading. It's kind of frustrating that that if this cord is tapped, it just throws everything off. Let's see, I moved the cord. Is it gonna kill my internet? No, I mean, I've moved the cord a little, a couple of times. My internet's not going out. Alright, well, either A, it was trolling me, or B, there was like some crud on the what looked like crud on the prongs. So I like the plastic front of it, so I just scratched that off, plugged it back in. It's working. The real option is probably the internet. It was just choppy. I don't like that one bit. Not one bit do I like it. No. That was ridiculous. It makes me kind of want to close up shop. I mean, I said I'd be done trading now because of that. Because, I mean, internet going out like that, in, out, in, out, in, out. I mean, the only way I can get out of my position is if I have internet, right? It's kind of a pretty important part. Like, the computer being on is a very important part. The keyboard working is a pretty important part. The mouse working is a pretty important part. But, like, no internet, that's vital, right? It's literally vital. Alright. I think it's kind of funny. Like, I haven't actually dealt with internet problems live. Like, I guess I have, like, once or twice before, but I have the emergency backup on the phone. Got the positions tab open. Right, so I had the ability to exit. So there's a couple things I need to get for my office, which is if possible, a cell phone, like, signal booster, so that I have good signal in the basement. Second, I need to get a Wi-Fi power bank, so that if the power goes out, my internet will stay on for just a moment, right? And I'll know the power went out because my lights and everything will turn off. My monitors, everything are going to go off, right? So immediately I can close the position. And then with that moment would save me thousands of dollars later in this career. So, see if I can get a signal booster, just in case I lose internet connection live, and then I have guaranteed signal from my phone. And then 2, if the power goes out, I have a quick opportunity to exit because I have a Wi-Fi power bank. So those are the 2 things. I'm going to put that on my list right now. I already actually have it on my list. I seriously do. Oh, okay. I don't think... yeah, there's nothing sensitive up. But yeah. Yeah, so I have it. I was gonna make a Twitch too, but I don't think that's necessary. I don't want to do that. I just like this YouTube stuff. It's more fun. I did that. I'll be right back. Okay. We'll put it on the list again. The signal booster's only here because I don't really have, so I mean I have mobile hotspot. It can connect to mobile hotspot. Maybe I should turn that on during the trading hours. Because I don't have the greatest cell signal, so I don't, like, what if, yeah. Always prepared for a potential issue, but never expecting it. So, like, if it happens, it happens, right? If it happens, it happens. I have run emergency protocol 6423. This is a code blue. Code blue. The lights are out. Please exit the position. Right? Code red. Code red. The internet is down. Flag on the play. Internet is choppy. Flag on the play. Forget about these things. Started watching the Dragon Ball anime. I used to watch it when I was a kid, and I rewatched it when I lived with a couple buddies, and felt like it was. I started it a little while ago. I'm like on like 50 episodes in or something like that. And I was like, I haven't watched this in a little while. I'll start doing it again. So when the market's slow in the mornings before I start the video, wake up with a little bit of anime. It's kind of nice. I got such a good boss, guys. And again, I used to punish myself when I would lose money, quote unquote. Not necessarily it was a bad trade or a good trade. What defines a bad trade to me is did I let it run? Did I let it run the wrong way? Right? Was I trading on the backside? Potentially. Maybe chasing. And those aren't even necessarily bad, because did I keep the stops tight? And that's always a yes now. Even when I get smacked in the mouth, the stops are tight comparatively to where that stock yesterday, it went to 530 and then dropped $1 from the sky, right? It's low, thin volume popping up in the high day Momo scanner. It didn't work out, and then that's what happens. But there's no reason for me to trade that stuff right now. So, but all in all, the longer you can survive, the sooner you will survive. Or the longer you can survive, pretty much. The longer you survive, the sooner you'll thrive. Eventually you'll thrive. You get smacked around in enough places, and then you will be patient and wait to not get smacked, to get paid. Yes, there's a potential to cost you money in that area. Like I said, you're not getting out of the arena without a scratch. But don't just run in and take your arm off, and then you're bleeding out and you can't you're scared to death to do it again. Alright? That fear will then lock in a trauma response, and have you act in a certain way when the outcome happens again. Believe it or not, that is deep within your automatic programming, and it is your job to create a gap between your logical side and your quick emotional side. Work together. What does it want to do? Get back over WeWap? WeWap. We up or we down? I can't. I'm cracking myself up. I did good though. I traded good. The hotkeys are working perfect. Now I'm just adjusting share size, adjusting price up, price down. I have price up 1 cent, price down 1 cent, price up 5 cent, price down 5 cent, price up 10 cent, price down 10 cent, price up 20 cent, price down 20 cent. Messing with all of those hotkeys, and then price up 100 shares, price down 100 shares, then price up 1,000 shares, price down 1,000 shares. And eventually I'll add in 500, 500, up and down. And then I have Alt 1, 2, 3, which is buy just above the ask. I set it to 1 cent above the ask. Yeah, sometimes I won't get filled on that, but that's okay. So 100, 200, and 300 for Alt 1, 2, and 3. If I just press 1, then that sets a 10 cent profit target for my full position. 2 is 20 cent, 3 is 30 cent on full position. Control 4 is full position out just under the ask, more of an aggressive exit. 1 cent under the ask. Same with 4, or same with 5. 5 is half out on the ask, and then 6 is a quarter out on the ask. Control 4, Control 5, Control 6, and then 1 is actually full position up 3 cents. I mean, for like dip trades. So if it like pops and then I put it up put the order out 3 cents higher than where it is. It's a trial hotkey. And then I have Control Z, X, and C. Control Z is full position out on the bid. X is half. C is quarter. And then Control Q is cancel orders. And then if I were to short on accident, Alt Z covers a full position. Covers a full short position. So buying. If I were to accidentally go short by selling too many shares. So that's prepared there. And then yeah, so that's the rundown on the hotkeys right now. There will be a couple more added. Buying off of the bid hotkeys, 1 to 2 cents above the bid, or 1 cent above the bid. I will be trying to implement those into the hotkeys next. So I definitely don't want to add, you don't want to add too many hotkeys at once, but you want to get practice with all of them, right? So constantly building the muscle memory for adjusting share size, constantly building the muscle memory for adjusting price, and then I'm getting used to the actual jumping in with the hotkeys, with the Alt 1, 2, and 3 being on the lower side of things, so I can take starter positions depending on if I want to go up to 2,000 shares or up to or not 2,000, but like 1,500 or up to 500. Potentially could click it 5 times if I wanted to. It's there. And over the time, that will be reduced to, it'll probably be down to 3 times that I'll click it, but that's kind of the outlook of what the practice is, what I'm adjusting, and then again reading level 2, and then waiting for the next 1 minute candle to open. If I can get my eyes to be tuned in to looking at 3-4 seconds before the next 1 minute. So you see the 5-6, and then you look up and you're like, okay, what's the high, what's the low? Well, you should already have that in so at 45, check the high, check the low. 5 minute candle at 45, 4:45, check it. 9:45, check it. It's seconds, right? 45 seconds. Yep, so through the slow market, constantly building the skill up, so once the market does hit, I'll be taking off running. Now, I am restricted with the cash account. This is a cash account adventure, right? I only have half of my daily buying power a day, which is also giving me, well, I was going to say I have to, so let's say if I don't trade on a day, I have to have the discipline to know where my half mark is. Because if I take away a trade that I could take tomorrow, when it's maybe not so good of a day to trade. So overall, that builds patience, discipline, right? Being able to see where you're at and then make the adjustments accordingly. So honestly, it's 10:09. There has been nothing, right? The leading gapper is priced at 190. Not even gonna look at it. Second priced at 73. Not even gonna look at it. We only has 133k volume. Not gonna look at it. OGI, I traded OGI early. Right before this massive false breakout. Like into this. I top ticked it at 72. I sold some shares at 72. Some left at 72. I got a what in the heck? Why does it do this? For some reason my trades like the what is going on here? Yeah, there's like stuff on my trade tape that was never that's weird. Every day is a new what is it? What like what's going on here? I don't understand. Why is my tape? Why is my orders not lining up properly with where I bought and sold? Like it was showing like multiple sell orders where I wasn't even selling. But it took my buy orders and my sell orders and then just mixed them. Like, oh, now this order's with this order, this order's with that order, this order's with this order. I can change the drop down. I don't know, that was weird. So I changed it back into order. But it keeps switching to this because there's some like writing. It's like, I don't know. I'll question it later. But yeah, I got some orders out at 72, which is cool. The top tick something. Then I bought the dip at 70 for just 100 shares. That would put my average cost at 66, and then ended up having to stop out at 66 on the rest of my shares. But that was the practice of stopping out break even, right? This means nothing to me, right? Emotion aware. You can't kill your emotions in this. If you kill your emotions, you're gonna end up being like me, running miles and pretending like it's helping when it's not. I mean, sure, punishing yourself in a sense to honestly, I don't even think that's the way anymore. I used to think it was the way, but I do not. You have to be compassionate with yourself through this. It is an insanely hard task. It may look easy. It may look really easy, and some people make it look so easy, and I'm going to make it look extremely easy. It may even look easy right now, because I was taking losses and not even getting frustrated. Like, yeah, there's some, it's hard showing up 8 days in a row and losing money. But I was working on skills through there. So it's like mentally I'm not allowing that to belittle the creative flow at work here, right? The only way to get good at something is by doing it. And if you're fearful and like, I think there's like two sides, fearful to get in and then getting in too much. So there's a balance to both sides of the spectrum. The yin and yang of day trading. Kind of like that. But then even when you're diving into your emotions, you find that you have opposite acting parts, right? So like I would have fear at a scenario where I could make more money, so that would cause hesitation. And then the adverse effect of that is feeling FOMO, wanting to jump in at the highs and alleviating that pain by getting in. Right? So you gotta flip it on the head. Losing is inevitable. You can't get out of here without a couple scratches. So you might as well, once you know more or less where you make money, what your strategy is, what stocks you trade, what time of day you trade, what patterns, what all those things, all the stuff. And then it comes down to being quick. And then as you scale up, these skills carry over. It's not like you just lose the skills, right? Just because you lost some money. Here it is. Here's that little sucker. Here, check this out. Oh, TNON. So I bumped the internet thing again there. Let's see if it goes out. Remember this sucker? Oh, this wasn't it. What am I saying? Yeah, it was TH something. What was it? TH. I thought it was the same because it has relatively the same float. Not the same price. I was going to say. Like, look at this sucker. It's all the way back down to 1. Okay. See, if I had the bid, buy out the bid, I could have shot an order out there. It's holding 50. So that's an area where I could have used that potentially, and that worked. Buying off 47, 40, 45. Could have shot an order out 46, see if I got filled. On a hotkey, I don't want to adjust that with my order window. I'd rather keep the order window adjusted for a breakout. So I have it set for, I'll set it to 54 on a 5-minute breakout. I had it set right here at 60. At 56 I have it. So I set my order entry window with a higher share size to a 5-minute breakout, and then have my hotkeys ready to go for dips. And that's how I'll practice. I don't know what the heck was going on with the internet this morning. It's one of those things. A little late to the entry on that. But starter size. Couple minutes to the next 5-minute. One more minute. High at 56. 55, 56. Make the 5-minute candle make a new high. Maybe it's extended too much. I might have to get out, but I'm not married to the thing, right? I'm not trying to work out the stock's problems. And be there for the trauma, for the stock. I just want it to pay me. It is a bit higher float, 20 million, so that it's not going to move very fast. Alright. Cheap stuff that's not going anywhere. And then it bounces and goes, yeah. That'll happen. Bummer. Faked me out before going. Could have added on the dip there. That's like, why bother? Still boring. Boring stuff. There will be better stuff. This is a slow day, and honestly, I just kind of want to turn the lights green. So being up $30 will allow me to do that. So even though that I still have 4,000 in buying power, I'm not committed to utilizing it if there's nothing that's presenting me a better opportunity. Was this pretty good? Would have worked? Yeah. But it decided it wanted to go down before it wanted to go down more before it did that. could have added up to it. But it's like, it's moving so slow and right? If it starts moving faster, I'll be here. But that was a valid setup. Was I early? Yeah. Double top. Nice and slow. One minute candle make new high. Profit of 60. 3 cents. Speeding up. Okay, run into the restroom. Well, stuff in the halt. What is this thing moving for? That would have been a sick bounce. Risky. It's intense stuff. $1 off of that bounce. I almost pressed it there. But it's like, that's that's the dangers right there. That's dangerous. 813. I mean, come on. That's pretty freaking risky stuff. I don't even understand. It was really... It says it has a... Obviously, I'm seeing way too... Okay, it's actually a 4 million. It says it's 3 billion. It must have been a huge... Huge. A reverse split. Feeling some fear on this one. Like, I wanted to take a dip there. Yeah, crap. This thing is crap. LIFW is crazy. Well, dangerous dip trade. Yeah, this thing has range, so it's like... See, this is backside now. I was hoping it would hold up right here and then make the new low. At a low of 722, and then I bought at 50 and then sold just before that. It went to a low of 682. It's quick. Still in the green, $7. And honestly, with the red streak that's going on, this is a bear flag. Oh, man. MACD was crossed over when I took that trade. Obviously, I want to grip some good stuff here. But I am missing. Missing. Well, I entered the trade for 500 shares, but rejected. Not. Yep, 10 minutes till 11. This sucker is, I mean, 5-minute consolidation. Hmm. I mean, this is 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth 5-minute pullback. So maybe this isn't the most ideal here. Still look forward to that lo-fi. Will this break down? Hmm. This is where it actually should break out now. I took it all off the table because just cause. Still technically, yeah, 5-minute breakout. There it goes. Not out of the woods yet. I can see areas that would be good dip trades. But I'm just not in a... I don't know if I should be taking dip trades. Type of mood. Okay. Alright, DOS Trader closed out of the closed out at 11. So I'm gonna go ahead and log back in and that's so funny. It closed literally at 11. It's like close it down. It's like I haven't made anything all day, right? I've sat here. But I've gotten more dialed in. Right, I gave back half of what I made, and then yeah, it's a break-even day. Not necessarily. It's a green day. Green is good. Good disciplines today. Good sitting around and taking my time, and yeah, I mean, had some internet issues at the start. Got to talk about what I was going to work on. The motions feel good still. I was a little... had to focus up on what to do over the weekend, right? Be avoiding thin stocks, waiting closer to the open. If I find a pre-market setup, I will take it. As long as it's on the front side of the move. Alright. I just wanted to see if this would reverse here or what's it gonna do. Yeah, I mean, I am barely green, so I'm going to go ahead and give it one of the switch 'em green. All right. Doesn't matter what the number is, I'm green. Coming into the end of that awful red streak of 8 days in a row. Now, I just keep it controlled. Keep it controlled. Would like some better, bigger green days to go up against that 8-day red streak. See if I can keep the green streak alive and going. Or I will keep the green streak alive and going. Alright. Oh, dang. 660 down to... I mean, this... this stuff is... scary. High of 64. I bought at 62 anticipating the breakout. And right when it went to... it tapped 68 and stalled for a second. I was like, take it. Like, yeah, it went to a high of 94. But it's like right, I don't know. Riskier stuff. I mean, not the setup itself isn't riskier. But there's 1, 2, 3 pullbacks already. I mean, this is a halt. Squeeze into the halt. So I don't know if you consider them pullbacks. Maybe I should. I mean, it's a micro. 93, does it go? $8.14. Look at that. Yeah. This is where it should probably start to move. Tapping in the 823 area. I mean, I've been here all day. From 6. Had discipline all day. There's no reason for me to... I mean, look at that. There was no reason for me to click the button. You wanna know why? Because it was about to die. Look at this thing. Sure, made good money from here. But then if you would have bought here... Alright, on that note, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.